Hello guys, so today we're going to finish the interaction in the animal kingdom. Right, so if you remember, what we said was that the receptors captured information that was sent then to the coordination centers, which we saw the other day, and these produce responses that they send to the effectors. Today what we're going to see are those effectors, the ones in charge of carrying out the responses. Right. So the effectors, we can basically talk about the movement, okay, which is the main reaction to any sensation the animals receive. Now, movements can take place without really changing position, like for example when we close our eyes or when we breathe, but others can actually involve movements. Those that involve movement are going to need two elements. On the one hand, they need the skeleton, on the other, they need the muscles, and these work together. Right, we're going to start by studying the types of skeletons, and then we'll go into the types of muscles. There are mainly three types of skeletons. We've got the hydroskeleton. This is a skeleton that is composed basically by liquid. So what the animal has is around inside the body is full of liquid, what we call the pseudocoel, around usually the glut cavity, which is where the food goes past. And what they do is that they've got the muscles outside and they contract these muscles and relax to make waves that travel around the body to be able to advance. What animals have hydroskeleton? Well, most of the echinoderms, cnidarian, flatworms, and annelids. Then we've got the exoskeleton. The exoskeleton is a very hard skeleton that the animals have on the outside of the body, like a shell, or like if it was an armor of a knight. Okay, and in this case, what they have is the muscles inside the skeleton, and they pull from the skeleton to be able to move. It's very typical of the mollusks with the shells and the arthropods, which have the exoskeleton of chitin all around the body. And to finish, the typical skeleton is the endoskeleton. It's our skeleton made out of cartilage, bone, or even both. And it's typical of the vertebrates. In this case, the muscles are usually on top of the bones, and what they do is they pull off the bones to be able to move. Then we've got the muscles. The muscles is the active part of the musculoskeletal system. It's the one in charge of contracting and relaxing, and they are the ones in charge of producing the movements, although without the bones, that movement would not be very useful. We're going to distinguish three types of muscles. The skeletal muscles are those that are attached to the skeleton, and what they do is they pull from the bones to produce a movement. In this case, as you can see, the biceps pulls and the arm lifts. Then we've got the smooth muscle. In this case, these are the involuntary muscles. These are the muscles we can't move voluntary. All right. Example, for example, the muscles in our stomach, which move when we are doing the digestion, but we don't really control it. Okay, we can't say, right, stomach, start moving. It doesn't work. All right. So, we find it especially in the organs. And then to finish, the cardiac muscle. This is the muscle that forms basically the heart. Okay, and this one is involuntary as well. Okay, the same as I said to you before, we can't really say, right, heart, stop beating, or heart, beat faster. Well, okay, and it contracts rhythmically. Okay, with a rhythm. All right. Okay then guys, so with this we finished the second life function in the animal kingdom, which is the interaction. We've only got one left, which would be the reproduction. See you soon.